right. Hey, guys. Can you guys hear me all right? Everything seems to be working on my end. I just want to make sure things are working on your guys' end, that you can hear me before I get this promoted. We are going to be doing some cool things on the stream today. Hey, Arwing, welcome to the stream. Cool. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all shared on social media now that I know it's working. Just got a couple shares to get in. And we're going to get right into it. All right. So, hey everyone. I am Nathaniel Rufflejants, the guy who does everything at Nintendo Prime. Well, not everything. We now have some news writers. And I actually have a guy who's editing the podcast. We have a 2.5-hour podcast hitting this week. But this stream is special to me for a few reasons. One, this is the first stream where I have like alerts. I have like alerts coming from Twitch and YouTube. I don't even know if they all work. I'm now taking donations. The donations are all... Whenever we have a donation goal, you can always donate. There's a donate link down in the description now. But all the donations now I will try to always have a goal. Like, we're always working towards something to improve things here. Right now, I want to get a new camera and some microphones. You'll find out at the beginning of the podcast this week that one of our podcast microphones doesn't work anymore. So we're very echoey and like distancy from the microphone because we had to record two of us with one mic. And I need to replace that whole setup and actually get a real camera, not just my phone. We've had a lot of issues with footage with the phone. But the reason that this is a special stream is these bad boys right here. So these were sent by an anonymous fan. This is the first piece of any gift, I guess, I've gotten from a fan. Since I started at Nintendo Prime. I have a few things around the office from when I was at Zelda Informer. I can kind of give you an example here. That Majora's Mask right there, that was a gift I got when I was at Zelda Informer from a fan. Really cool stuff. But these are special because obviously it's my first gift as a member of Nintendo Prime, running Nintendo Prime. And the person had a little note that went along with it. Very heartfelt and sentimental. But the general gist of it is they've been listening to our podcast and following us at Nintendo Prime. And they're like, hey, we know that you have fallen out of Pokemon. And it's been like 15 years since you've really been deeply invested. Hopefully these Pokemon card packs will help you get back into it. Especially with a new Pokemon announced for Nintendo Switch. So, yeah, that's awesome. And I believe... I don't know. They say like XY evolution packs. I don't know. I think these packs include like some of the like remakes of the original run of Pokemon cards when I used to collect them when I was a kid. So we might have some nice shinies in here. And I might actually recognize a bunch of the Pokemon, which will be cool. What a way to try to get me back into the Pokemon fandom. Let me just make sure everything's working here on the Twitch side of things. I know I personally was having an issue with Twitch earlier, but... you know, Twitch doesn't always like to behave. So I'm just going to load up the channel quick and pause it, make sure it's working. Okay, it is working, and we do have a viewer over there. All right. So, should we just get right in and open up these packs? I mean, this is what we're here for. Opening these packs. And then we'll talk a little bit about E3. Some quick takes from my end. And I'll answer any of your questions. You guys can feel free to ask questions throughout the stream. And yeah, hopefully, as I said, hopefully the alerts work. Like if we get a new subscriber on Twitch or a new subscriber on YouTube, or if we get a donation, or if, I don't even remember what all the alerts are. I have like so many alerts popping up. I know the YouTube chat's working. Hopefully the Twitch chat's working as well. All right, let's get going. Whew. Man. When I bought packs when I was a kid, they never came like this. It was literally just the inside part here. Oh. Yeah, like when I bought packs, this is what you bought. It wasn't anything else. 10 traditional game cards. It says a Pokemon Legacy evolves. All trainers in Pokemon grow and evolve, and this expansion restores the very first Pokemon trading cards to glory with the exhilarating power of Mega Venusaur EX, Mega Charizard EX, and Mega Blastoise EX. It's some wild surprises like Dragonite EX, Ninetales, Break, Machamp, Break, Mega Slowbro EX, the classic card battling Pokemon. Old school trainers are reinvented for a new generation. Ask Professor Oak to get you started, and he'll teach you new heights of the Pokemon trading card game XY Evolutions expansion. Awesome. So yeah, original Pokemon. That's good. So I should know them all. And I know I've heard all the kids on the playground when I worked over at elementary school talk about EXs and stuff. I still don't know what those are because that's how out of touch I am with Pokemon. But maybe this is what gets me back into it. Let's open it up and see what we got. Let's Nintendo Talk. I missed your question. Who's my favorite Pokemon? Charizard. Actually, it's the only Pokemon amiibo I own. Charizard. He's my boy. So if I get a shiny Charizard in here, I am going to freak. Oh, I can already see what one of the cards is. Oh, yeah. These remind me of the... Yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually... Oh, this is awesome. All right. Oh, so it comes with this little online thing. Like, you can put on and play Pokemon cards online now. I think I could when I was a kid, actually, too. So I'm going to reveal these at the... So you see them at the same time I see them. She might even see them a little bit sooner than me. Bam! Oh, Charmeleon. That is good stuff right there. Some classic Pokemon. Awesome. Slash and Flamethrower. Oh, man. Takes me back. Here we go. Bam. Okay, got a double energy. Double colorless energy. I can dig that. Trainer. We got the De-Evolution Spray. Devolve one of your evolved Pokemon and put the highest stage evolution card on it into your hand. Awesome. Cool stuff. Set that down. Oh, bam. Oh, Dugong. I haven't seen this guy in forever. He's still got the takedown move. 120 HP. Sweet. All right, here we go. Ooh, we got a shiny purple energy. I don't think it actually matters that it's shiny outside of... Maybe that makes it rarer. I'm sorry, psychic energy, I believe it's called. Or maybe they've changed the name of it these days. But, yeah. Guess I'll set that aside since that's a shiny. All right, here we go. Ba-bam. Growlithe. My boy. Still has Flare. Hard kick. All right, well, not bad. Not bad so far. Ba-bam. Oh, Ghastly. Little Grudge Nightmare. Nice. Bam. Charmander. Oh my god, if there's a oh god, is there gonna be a Charizard in here? Charmander? I mean, dude, Charmander, Charmeleon. Oh, come on. Come on. Ah, Rattata. It's alright. Ability, Mischievous Fang. Oh yes. And I already saw this one when I opened the pack at Caterpie. No Charizard, but hey, I got Charmander and Charmeleon. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's open another one. Should we go with should we go with a Blastoise pack? The guy sent me 3 Blastoise packs and 1 Pikachu. So should I go with a Blastoise pack or a Pikachu one next? Where is that Pikachu one? There it is. Blastoise or Pikachu here. Oh, I'm pretty excited though because I got Charizard and Charmander. And I still have some of my old school Pokemon cards somewhere. I did sell a few of them on eBay last year. But I still have a vast majority of them. Both and neither. Okay. Well, we'll just go, I guess, with another Blastoise pack here. Alright. I want to look at it again this time. Oh, don't want to bend the cards. Come on. Used to be a collector, so I know how this goes. Alright. Alright. Pull them out nice. There we go. Alright, we'll set aside this online pack, which maybe we'll check that out later. Alright, here we go. Ba-bam. Kakuna. Nice pull. Kakuna. Take that. Bam. Trainer. Just a normal potion. We'll take that. What is that one? I don't remember this one. Venusaur Spirit Link. Your turn does not end if the Pokemon this card is attached to becomes M Venusaur EX. Oh, see? That's something about some new Pokemon stuff going on, man. That's why I don't recognize it. But I like how it fits like the old school style of the Pokemon cards. Doof. Far-fetched. Alright. Oh, a shiny Charmander? Heck yes! Yeah! Oh, baby. The first evolution. I know it's just a basic, but still. A shiny first evolution of my favorite Pokemon. Oh, I'm setting that bad boy aside. I might have to get a case for that. Here we go. What's next? Ponyta, or I'm sorry, Ponyta. I don't know why Ponyta. Bad thing when I was a kid pronouncing that one. Bam. Nidoran. Sweet. It's the male version, obviously. Vulpix. Confuse Ray. Oh, we got another. Is that a black energy? I don't even know what that is. See? I gotta get back into Pokemon. Magikarp. Oh, I'm sorry. It has Flail, not Splash. My bad. Alright. Let's hit up the Pikachu pack next year. Oh. Alright. I saw the bottom one, so I'm going to pull the bottom one here first. I already know what it is. Sandshrew with our Sand attack. Alright. Metapod. Awesome. Oh, another new one. Ooh, Charizard Spirit Link. Your turn does not end if the Pokemon this card is attached to becomes M. I'm assuming that means Mega Charizard EX. That is awesome. That is awesome. I gotta look up some of these new rules for the card game. Bam. Okay, got another double colorless energy. Bam. Mewtwo. Nice. Not a shiny version, but just like I remember, Psychic and Barrier. Awesome. Bam. Oh! Shiny Charmeleon? Yes! It's like these packs know me. This fan, thank you so much for sending these in. Like, look at that. Shiny Charizard and Shiny Charmeleon. I swear. I'm sorry, Charizard. So, Shiny Charmander and Charmeleon. Oh my gosh. I swear, if the final pack has a Charizard in it, I am going to flip. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. All right, let's finish off this pack here. Another Ponyta. Drowsy. Gotta love some Drowsy. And, oh, Electabuzz. Nice, haven't seen that guy in a while. And bam, another Vulpix. All right. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope there's a... I mean, you know, even if it's a non-shiny, I just want a Charizard. He's my favorite. So I got a shiny Charmander, shiny Charmeleon. If I can get a shiny Charizard, that's definitely something that's getting framed to put on my wall. Oh, man. And then I'm going to have to start going out and buying all the other different types of Pokemon card packs out there. Okay, set aside the online card pack. All right, here we go. Oh, we got another Charizard Spirit Link. See, look at that Charizard Spirit Link. Come on, come on. Come on. Okay, another Charmeleon, just a basic one, not a shiny. It's okay. Double colorless energy. Come on, come on, come on. We got a Starmie. Okay. Oh, our shiny is a double colorless energy. All right, we'll set that aside, I suppose, because I'll probably have to put that in a nicer card case. And Pikachu. About time. Look at that old school Pikachu. Look at that. He's like such a fatty. Man, they made him so skinny after the 90s. Anyways. Oh, that's Star U. I think we had Star Me before. Onyx. Good old Brock's Pokemon. See, I know some things about Pokemon. All right, Weedle. And Machop. No Machamp, but we got Machop. Well, I didn't get my Charizard. That sucks, but that was a lot of fun. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I mean, look at that. Look at that fat stack. I know that's not even enough for one deck. I think the decks used to be 60 cards. I don't remember anymore off the top of my head when I played Pokemon games. I know it was 6 prizes for the big tournaments. And I actually have badges. I used to go around and get badges, and I actually got invited to the Pokemon like World Championships. I was on a cruise ship way back when I was a kid. For the card game. Heck, maybe they still do that. I have no idea. Kind of fell out of the community. But yeah, I mean, here's the shinies we got today. Yeah, my boys. I just need Charizard, my favorite, and a Psychic Energy, I believe. And then obviously a shiny, double colorless energy. So we're gonna set these all aside because I'm gonna have to put those in some nicer cases. So we'll set them on top of the hot computer, you know, that's always good. At least I'll know where they are, right? Alright. So that does it for the Pokemon card opening portion of the show. So, I do have one announcement to make. I actually already made it on Facebook earlier. But I wanted to let people know what's going to be happening with live streams in the future. I have a big live stream series coming up starting on the 30th. I'm not sure what time we're starting it at, but June 30th, I am going to be starting a 100% playthrough of Breath of the Wild's Master Mode. And here's the deal. I have not 100%ed Breath of the Wild at all yet. Not even close. I have like 100 Kokiri Seeds and only 38 of the shrines done. I have beat all 4 Divine Beasts. I've beaten the Calamity Ganon. And I only have half the memories unlocked or something like that. And I purposely kind of did that in some previous streams I did because I knew this hard mode was coming a long time ago. And I know that I'm a really busy person, so I'm really only going to be able to 100% this game one time. And if I'm going to do it, I'm doing it on the hardest mode the game has. Which now is going to include, new content and floating islands and well, not really floating platforms and harder enemies, and of course, Trial of the Sword, and then obviously we have the new DLC at the end of the year. So it's going to be crazy, but I'm gonna do my best. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm not marathoning it per se, but I'm going to try to make sure every play session I do of it is long, and I will try to get a schedule out to you guys by the 30th. But on the 30th, we will be starting. I don't know. I don't think it's going to start at midnight, but sometime on the 30th. I'll set aside a segment, and once I have a firm schedule, maybe I'll do an update video, or maybe I'll just announce it during the first stream, and then you guys will know when to tune in every single week to watch me try to 100% Breath of the Wild hard mode. So Sack Deck, sorry I missed it earlier. He said, I have a P.O. box. It's funny. This guy's like, I can't pronounce your name, I'm sorry, but it says, I thought a new Pokemon game, and it turns out to be Pokemon cards. I mean, the title says opening new Pokemon card packs. So, anyways, do I have a P.O. box? Not yet. It is definitely something I want to get. They are relatively cheap. But I mentioned this briefly in like a video the other day how I can't even afford McDonald's right now, and that's basically true. So I can't afford to get the P.O. box. There is a fee for it, but it is on my to-do list. So this fan actually got a hold of me through my email, and I was a little uneasy giving him my mailing address, but yeah. That's just kind of how things went down for this particular thing that got sent in. So if you would like to send me stuff for some reason, you can contact me at nathan@nintendoprime.net, and we can work out some way for you to mail stuff to me for now. But yes, I plan to get a P.O. box. All right. So, hey, Dan X, welcome to the stream. And Nintendo Talk, any other big plans for Nintendo Prime? Well, yes, I always have big plans for Nintendo Prime. So you'll notice that in this stream there's like this now there's this donation meter, and I know it's insane, $800. That's why I have it set for like the last day of the year or whatever, because I don't know if I'm ever gonna hit it. But if I can get a new camera and some new production equipment in here and replace the podcast microphones, I mean, I don't know if I can even show you. That's it. I have one microphone for 2 people, and that mic's a piece of junk. It only really works well when you talk directly into it, and when you have 2 people, it just doesn't. No. Anyways, my daughter wants to. She's 6. She hasn't really played like any Nintendo games, but she's really interested in the Nintendo Switch. She loves when I play it, and I want to do kind of a video series of introducing my daughter and then eventually my 4-year-old son into Nintendo, bringing them into the Nintendo community, and what their first experience is with various games, be it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or Pokemon even, or Breath of the Wild, Mario, Puyo Puyo Tetris, whatever, all the crazy games. They're like getting their reaction, seeing how interested they are, because both of my older kids, my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old, they play games on tablets and phones, and it's really interesting for me to bring them into my world and see how they do. And I think that would make a very entertaining video series, bringing my kids into Nintendo Prime a little bit. And plus my daughter really, really wants it. She's been begging me to like come up with a video series for her for a while. And I'm always hesitant because I know how the internet gets. It can be very harsh. And while my daughter, she can kind of sort of read now, I don't think she's going to read comments on YouTube. I hope not. Because I know how people on the internet can get. I get some flack myself. I'm a little chubby, got double chin action. I get made fun of all the time. Last thing I need is my daughter to get made fun of, but I think I'm just not going to let her read the comments. I kind of have pretty good control over her internet usage. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be a fun series. That's something I want to do. Besides the Breath of the Wild streams, we still have 5J streaming twice a week on Saturday and Sunday. He tries to put up a schedule ahead of time on social media. I need to get together with him more so we can talk about getting him and myself like a streaming schedule out there on YouTube and Twitch. But beyond the streams, I'm really looking to expand what we do at Nintendo Prime. So I just started, and I'm coming towards the end of a hiring spree for news writers. And that's because I want to start focusing more on the original content. I want to start focusing more on the YouTube video content or the Twitch streams. I really want to make video content a big part of what I do. I mean, I don't have don't have like the studio light over here. And there's actually, you can't see it, there's another light pinned to my ceiling up here. Literally pinned. It could fall at any time. It's just thumbtacks. But there's things I need. Like I need the microphones. I need the equipment. I need a lot of things, a camera. I'm just kind of working with what I have, and I guess I've made it work. I do have a big green screen back there. I invested in it at one point, but yeah, I want to start doing some top 10s or top 5s. Not a lot of them. I'm thinking maybe one a week. not like hitting it every day, because right now we do like at least one video a day. Some days multiple videos, and there's other ways I'm looking to get this. Like besides trying to raise money through donations, we do have a Patreon. If we can ever, I don't know if we will, but one day if we could just hit that $100 mark, that's when I know there's enough people that really care to have our podcast happening every single week. I don't even know how many of you guys missed the podcast. It's been gone for 2 weeks. It's coming back this week, and this week we have 4 people on. It's not just me and Eric, which is really sucks when you only have one mic. But let me just see what some people are saying here. Mr. Mark R's Play says that I like saying pause this. I like saying that the internet in general is like the ugliest street in America. Don't let your kids run around there alone. Yeah, it's the internet's kind of a tough place, and I've been on it for a long time. Like I'm used to being called fat. Like I was actually on it when I was skinny, and I kind of slowly, if you watched any old school videos of me, like really skinny to now, you've watched me slowly get fatter over the years. But that's mostly because I started doing this when I was 12, and now I'm 30. So I didn't start doing, obviously, YouTube back then. YouTube didn't even exist. But I've been doing running websites and covering video game news. So, yeah. The future that I have in mind for Nintendo Prime is at nintendoprime.net. I want us to be on top of the news that matters. Not just covering everything, but just the stuff that people really care about. Like do people care about, little updates to My Nintendo? Maybe they do. I don't know. But we need to cover all the big news well first. And once we do that, once we get our integrity up and become reliable for that, I'll think about expanding our news into some of the smaller avenues of Nintendo. But that's one aspect. I really want to get more editorial content going. And video-wise, besides the series of my daughter and the top 10s and top 5s, I have a lot of ideas for top 10s and top 5s. I thought about getting a couple Let's Play series going. As an example, one series that I watched religiously last year on YouTube was Brandon Plays Pokemon over at Easy Allies. And it was very entertaining because those are the games I grew up on, and that was the first time he ever played a Pokemon game. And I have been thinking about creating a series where my buddy Eric doesn't have a lot of experience with Nintendo games, and I feel like I could start a series like that where I get him to play a game that I have played a ton of and know almost everything about, and get him to experience it for his first time, and then have segments that we release, once a week or once every other week, where we just sit down and we talk about his experience playing that game, whether it's Metroid. I know he's never played a Metroid game. Okay? There's a great way to so have the kid aspect coming up where, I'm introducing my daughters, and then have it where I'm introducing an adult who is well versed in video games but hasn't played this stuff. Introducing him into Nintendo more. And one, he'll become more knowledgeable for things like our podcast. And two, it's just a totally different perspective. It's a conversation about video games that I feel is really unique. And I know it's like a completely stolen idea from Easy Allies, but I think it's an idea that we can do even more with, making it a continuous series, if that makes sense. So Sam Deck says, he misses the podcast. I don't always have time to watch it, but I still drop a like. Nintendo Talk says, I love the podcast. I feel like you don't really need to report on the latest news as much, but I love your input on subjects. Just don't be like Game Explain. They suck. No comments on Game Explain outside of saying that I enjoy their work. We're not going to be Game Explain. I do cover some news. Obviously, some of the stuff I post up is news, but I don't go into every little detail. Like, I post every little trailer and every little ounce of Nintendo news. That's not going to happen on YouTube. We have nintendoprime.net for that stuff. Here on YouTube, I want to focus more on the conversation side of the news. Like, if there's a big piece of news, I don't just want to give you a 1-minute video on what the news is. I want to discuss my opinions and reactions to that news. I think a good example of a person who does this, whether or not you like his content, is Review Tech USA. He doesn't just give you the news, he gives you his thoughts on the news. And that's kind of what I do here on YouTube, if you looked at some of the other videos that we have. And obviously, Mr. Phalange says that he misses the podcast. So I'm really glad you guys missed the podcast, because this one we have coming up this week is a doozy. While the audio quality is not where I like due to the mic situation, and it looks like we're going to be dealing with this issue for a little bit, I am thrilled with the conversation that we had. This week's podcast features, obviously, me and Eric Moore, like it does every time, but it also includes 5J Gaming, who some of you guys will see on the weekend streams, and Daniel, who made videos on our channel, like the Dragon Break video for Breath of the Wild. Is Breath of the Wild the Dragon Break? That was all him. Why Super Metroid is amazing. That's his video. The introduction to the Great Plateau videos, that was him. He does amazing work, and it was really nice bringing those two in on the conversation. Another series I'm actually looking to bring back. Yeah, Daniel's amazing. It was so refreshing having him and 5J in on the conversation. It brought such fresh perspectives to everything. Because, as you guys know, the podcast is mostly, I just ramble on, Eric agrees, throws in an opinion once in a while, then somehow I cut him off. But what a lot of people don't realize when I do that is that I know he's not going anywhere with what he has to say. And that's nothing against Eric. He's awesome. But as I said, this is why I think having like almost like a Brandon plays Pokemon kind of series with Eric is really going to bring him more into the forefront of creating his own original thoughts. And man, he's my best friend forever, so he's not going anywhere. But I love when you put Eric on this. Dude, I put him on the spot so much. There's a reason that I generally don't talk to him about what the podcast topics are beforehand. I just literally right on the spot. I'm like, hey, what's your favorite SNES games? He's like, are you serious? It's a lot of fun. But yeah, he is going to be getting more involved with the site too as we move along here. But yeah, another series I want to bring back. I don't know how many of you guys remember it, but there was a show on this channel once called Zelda Inquiries. It started back in the Zelda Informer days, and then I had one episode happen once this channel became Nintendo Prime on YouTube. And I want to get back into doing more of those as well. Now, that's not going to be a weekly thing. I'm looking at it possibly being once or twice per month. But my goal with that show is to bring in, they call them YouTube influencers. But what I really want to bring in are people from the YouTube community that, whether it's HMK or McIntyre or Zeltic or, whoever, these super knowledgeable Zelda people. Bring them in and have passionate discussions about a whole wider range of topics about the Zelda series once or twice a month. Probably going to end up being once a month, to be honest. But it is something that I've been researching and seeing who's going to be in on it and who might be interested. Because I love Zelda. I obviously covered Zelda for 18 years of my life. I'm going to continue to cover Zelda at Nintendo Prime, but now I cover more of Nintendo. So it's kind of like an homage to my olden days while letting me still express my love for my favorite franchise. So I do want to bring Zelda Inquiries back. It's kind of like a Zelda podcast, but it's like a Q&A style podcast. And you guys submit topics for it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to bring that back in July. And fun fact, first week of July, July 5th, it's my birthday. 31. God, I'm getting old. Been doing this since I was 12, and I'm 31. I need to get a life. Sam Dex asks, what was Zelda Informer? Haha. Good question. ZeldaInformer.com. It's a place I was editor-in-chief of for 8 years. Until April 30th this year was my last day as editor-in-chief. Yep, yeah, my birthday is the day that the Steam Summer Sale ends. And there's actually a game I want from that sale that I don't have the money for yet. It's only like $5, but I'm hoping, I'm praying to the gods above that I somehow get some money in my bank before the sale ends, because otherwise it's normally like $30 for the game I want. But it's life. If I don't get the game, you can't always have what you want, right? You can't always. I mean, I've got this game. That's the game that matters, right? A little Breath of the Wild. And I have Super Bomberman R around here somewhere. I'm not sure where. I really got to finish cleaning up my office. And if you can't tell how much I like Zelda, I got a Link statue back here that I don't know what to do with. And my other Link statue, actually, the Master Sword broke off, so I got to get some glue for that. Some epoxy or art glue. Do you guys have any other questions you want to ask? Obviously, I've just been talking about what the future of Nintendo Prime is looking like. I'm going to keep talking about news. I do want to do more videos, like when I talk about news, where I'm in the video, where it's not just me plus still images. And I know some people say, put video game footage in there. Obviously, there's like the whole copyright system out there that I'm trying to avoid as much as I can. But when I can include videos, I try to, especially when I don't want to delay a topic. Because oftentimes on YouTube, if you say Nintendo comes out and says, hey, we don't support crossplay anymore, which would be, that would suck. But say that news hits tonight, and I don't get a video out about it until 3 days from now because I am waiting on Nintendo Creator Program to approve of my footage and my video. Well, by the time I get it out, it'll only get like 200 views on YouTube versus like 2 to 3,000, maybe even 10,000 views if I get it out within 24 hours. So like, I know when some people are like, oh, what's your next video going to be? I don't know what my next video is going to be. Because I do know what the podcast videos are going to be this week, but I don't know the daily videos. It's kind of whatever that hot button topic is that day. And if there isn't one, like, this is why I want to get more video content. The series with my daughter, the series with Eric, like the Eric Plays whatever. Eric Plays Metroid, Eric Plays this, and just having a conversation about games. The introducing my children, the top 10s and top 5s. I have a lot of ideas. I just need the time. And like Nintendo Prime is all I do right now. This is my job for now. I'm probably eventually this summer going to have to get a different full-time job. And I don't know what that means for Nintendo Prime when that happens. But I do have 3 kids to support, and a fiance. So I got a lot of things to take care of, but I'm doing my thing. Do I have any wishes for the Pokemon RPG for Switch? I have tons of wishes. I'm hoping that it revolutionizes the series. What I mean to say is, I hope it's not like a traditional like top-down or kind of top sideways 2.5D the way they do it now. Game where it's just basically a 3DS game with higher res textures thrown on the Switch. I hope that is not what they do. If it is what they do, I'm still going to play the hell out of it. It'll be the game that brings me back into Pokemon. But there's a lot of things I want to see happen with the Pokemon RPG. I want them to take on a more third-person perspective with the camera down low, like in Zelda. I really want that perspective for Pokemon. I would love for them to stop... I don't know, just that third-person perspective alone with the camera behind the character's shoulder is already going to change massively the way the Pokemon works. I would love to see voice acting. I don't think we're going to get voice acting, but I would personally love to see them invest in voice acting. I'm just going to stop right there. I could literally talk about this Pokemon RPG stuff for weeks, and we have a couple questions about some other stuff. Nintendo Talk says, what am I most excited for, Yoshi or Kirby? By far Kirby. That's not an insult to Yoshi. I think Yoshi looks gorgeous, and I think Kirby just looks like a Kirby game. Like there's nothing visually that stands out about it compared to the Yoshi game, where I think the Yoshi theme, the cardboard, I know some people don't think the cardboard's that different from Woolly World with the yarn, but I like the aesthetic of Yoshi better just because it's something new. But I like the gameplay I saw in Kirby because it's like just classic Kirby. There's some multiplayer mayhem, some co-op mayhem. When the tree started shaking and all the apples fell, I'm just like, oh my god, I got to play this game. Kirby is definitely on my hopefully have enough money to buy list for 2018. Do I have any wishes for a new Animal Crossing? I always want a new Animal Crossing. I'm kind of upset that there hasn't been an Animal Crossing on a home console. And, what was it? The Wii? I think the Wii had one. I know the GameCube did. I think the Wii had one. And I did play a lot of New Leaf. I probably put about... When I say a lot, this isn't much for Animal Crossing. I put like 60 hours in the New Leaf. And personally, I wasn't all into like the taking my town with me everywhere. Like it's slowly become more of a mobile game, and I don't like that. Animal Crossing was one of those games I liked just coming home, sitting down, taking care of my town, decking out my house a little bit, and then kind of moving on with my day, and then revisiting the next day and seeing what's going on. Instead of just taking it with me everywhere and kind of playing it sporadically throughout the day, I just like getting that 1 or 2 sessions in a day at home, comfortably on my seat. And well, obviously I could have did that with 3DS. I traditionally don't. When I'm at home, I don't play the 3DS hardly at all. And now I don't play it, period, now that I have Switch. So, yeah, it's... When I'm at home, I feel like... I don't want to say an inferior experience with 3DS. There's so many great games on 3DS. So it's like not... I don't know. I like console games. I've always been more of a console gamer, PC gamer, more than a handheld gamer, even though I've owned every single Nintendo handheld. But yeah, they need to bring it to Switch. I'm hoping that the mobile app they're releasing for it is just a springboard for Animal Crossing Switch, because outside of Miitomo, when that released, outside of that, like every Nintendo game they've released on phone has been a springboard for another game. So like Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Super Mario Run, now we have Super Mario Odyssey coming out, Fire Emblem Heroes, and now we have Fire Emblem Warriors, and a new Fire Emblem game for Switch coming next year. So I'm hoping that like Animal Crossing, for phones is coming out, and that's going to be a springboard for Animal Crossing for Switch. I'm hoping next year, but we'll see. So Mr. Mark Artist Play said that they really have the potential to make a huge step in the franchise. Yeah, with Pokemon, I know that's what that response was to. That there's a huge chance with Pokemon on Switch to finally take a full leap forward. I think Sun and Moon, I didn't play it, but from what I've been told, Sun and Moon kind of took a leap. But I feel like on Switch they have the ability to just take that leap and go all the way. Like they jumped across a gap to start something new, but they've only hit that first jump, and it takes a double jump to go all the way. And the Switch is like the double jump that can bring Pokemon into a new place. And as I said, I have fallen out of love with Pokemon the last 15 years, but Pokemon Switch has me hyped. And if there's any chance of me getting back into it, fans sending me Pokemon cards to try to get me back into the hype, which I love these cards. These classic cards are great. Pokemon Switch I'm definitely buying. It's already a day one, unless it looks like just Sun and Moon with HD visuals. What have we got here? Sam Dick says, I would like Pokemon battles to be active like they are in the anime. Yeah! Like, just more real. Like, this is the chance to really make the anime, to like blur the line between the game and the anime. And obviously we have Super Sonic 1879 and Sonic Frenzy 76 and Sonic Frenzy Raid. I have no idea what they're doing. Cameron Gaming Frenzy Raid. I don't know. Probably getting trolled. It's life. Oh, man. So, yeah, you guys have anything else you want to talk about? The primary purpose of the stream is, one, to open up this pack of cards, out of the 4 packs of cards, and just say thank you to the anonymous person who sent them to me. And I wanted to test out the streaming setup. Right now, everything seems to work. I can tell for sure that obviously the YouTube chat is coming through, which is great. The video doesn't appear to be stuttering, despite the fact that YouTube's yelling at me and saying I have bad video settings. I gotta change the key frame frequency, apparently. Our Twitch, we got a couple people watching on Twitch. They haven't said anything. I'm just gonna test the Twitch chat and see if that pops up in the stream. Hey, it does. Cool. So the Twitch chat does work, as does the YouTube chat. That's great. I don't know if any of the alerts work. I'm not going to know if the alerts work until someone does something. Whether they follow the channel or they subscribe to us. That's the only way I can find out. But that's all right. That is okay. A-okay. Did I'm wondering if I shared that post. Do we have any info on the second DLC for Zelda? The only thing we know about it is it's about the champions. It's called the Champions Ballad. We don't know anything else about it. Outside of the fact there's 4 amiibo that are related to it. And I'm guessing it lets us either play out what happened 100 years ago, or it plays out at a time where we recruit them all, or maybe we get to play as all 4 of those characters. I have no idea. Well, I'm pretty convinced it's something that happens in the past before Breath of the Wild. But, again, we don't really know. We just know it's about the champions, whatever it is. Sorry, I saw a couple things pop up here. I'll go back to my chat logs and see. Okay, Sonic says, no. Raiding is giving my viewers to you when I end my live stream. Really? Frenzy raid? Seriously, this is like new to me. I don't do live streams very often. What? So hashtag Frenzy raid is bringing your viewers here. Cool. I guess that explains why we have a couple new people in here. You 5J. Oh, come on, man. I like 5J. He's a good guy. Do we have any info on the... Oh, wait, we just did that one. Wow. Cameron Gaming says, what's my favorite Pokemon? I went over this earlier, but it's... Here. I will let the Amiibo do the talking. Charizard. All the way. And the crazy thing is, when we opened up the 4 brand new Pokemon packs earlier, we got... Let me check this out. This is... I'm still in shock. We got a shiny Charmander and a shiny Charmeleon. I was so convinced that we were about to get a shiny Charizard in those 4 packs, because these came in 2 different packs, but didn't happen. But once it does, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to have to buy some packs on my own once I get some money. And or if people want to send me more Pokemon packs, that's cool. But yeah, that's... Oh, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get that whole evolutionary set. And then I'm going to obviously want the original 3 starting Pokemon, so I'm going to end up wanting Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Bulbasaur, Venusaur, and... Oh, sorry. Bulbasaur. Oh, no. Bulbasaur, what was your middle evolution now? Venusaur's the final one. Man, I can't believe I forgot your middle evolution. Oh, man. I guess that's what 15 years of not playing Pokemon does to you. So, Mike Jacoby, do you think any of the items in the Zelda DLC will be given to us versus having to find chests somewhere in the world? Nope. It's going to be just like the Switch shirt. You're going to have to go out and find the chest somewhere. It'll probably be in the same location every time, just like the Switch shirt was. But, 5J was a good guy. He lost your trust, Matrix Game said. You're going to have to explain that to me. Oh, we do have someone talking on Twitch. Kevin Dorf FF1977 said, do you know when the timeline of the Virtual Console is coming to the Switch? No, I do not. The big thing with the timeline on Virtual Console is that we don't even know if it exists. Nintendo has just... Only thing they've said about Virtual Console is they hear about people's ideas for it, whether it be a streaming service or just a paid service and you download the games like it is for Xbox One, or whether it's just transferring your old game purchases. All Nintendo has said, they hear us on our desires, and it is not part of the online subscription that launches in 2018. That's it. So Virtual Console probably isn't coming, if it comes at all, until sometime in 2018. I think Nintendo's building a big service around it, to be honest. Like an actual subscription where you just pay $10 a month and you have access to thousands of, all of Nintendo's old library of games. And to do that, Nintendo's obviously going to have to put a lot of work. So that might explain why we don't see that a lot. So as I said, for the guy who says, you 5J, he lost my trust. Explain, how do you lose your trust? I actually talk to him on the regular, daily, every other day. So I'm just curious. Mr. Markar's place, well, not Frenzy specifically, but rating and streaming is giving views. Huh. Cool. I've never heard of rating. That's really cool. Well, thanks for the extra views. I'm sure most of those people have left by now. Mojoba, Mortada, Whelp. 5J. Is 5J here? I don't think 5J is here. He would have said something by now. He was doing his own live stream on his own channel earlier. He's probably in bed with his wife or girlfriend or whoever she is. So, yeah. Because he usually goes to bed after his live streams at night on his channel. He live streams on Twitch. We're on Twitch right now, too, by the way. We're also live streaming on Twitch. Twitch and YouTube at the same time. The miracle of the internet. All right, you guys have any other questions you'd like to ask? As I said, a big part of this stream was obviously opening those packs, saying thank you, and then just testing out everything. Everything obviously isn't tested. I don't have the money to donate to myself right now to see if that donation meter actually goes up and to see if the alerts work. We haven't gotten any new subs, I don't think. The guy over on Twitch, Kevin Dorf, says, I like 5J streaming. I like his streaming too. Hence why he streams for us 2 days a week. I really like what he does. Sacked asks, do I like turtles? Of course I like turtles. I actually used to have a pet turtle when I was a kid. But I wanted to show him off to my friends. And, oh man. So, I was a bad kid, man. He would always hide in his shell, so I would like squeeze it to make him pop his head out. And ultimately, that ended up killing him after I did that like a few dozen times. Poor turtle. Oh. Anyways, what was my first Nintendo game? That's a very good question. It was on the NES. Usually people always say, oh, it was your first Zelda game, and I have a whole story behind that. But that was not my first Nintendo game. It was probably Punch-Out or Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. One of the two. Because my dad played a lot of that, and I used to watch him, and then like when he would leave the room, I would just start playing and get my butt whooped, but whatever, it was fun. And then after that, I'm pretty sure it was Hogan's Alley, because my dad also had Hogan's Alley, and I love Hogan's Alley. It's such a fun game with the light gun shooter. And that progressed into Duck Hunt and then Mario. And Track and Field. Oh, I love the hell out of Track and Field on the NES. Those were kind of like my first games, but I'm pretty sure Punch-Out was the very first one I played. See, I was so young. I was like 3 or 4 when I first played. But I'm pretty sure it was Punch-Out. It's the earliest game I remember hitting a button on and having something happen on the screen. You're 21 and can't remember yours. Yeah. Said it might have been a different game besides Punch-Out, but like that's the earliest I remember. And I know I was really young. Really, really young. So yeah. Punch-Out, man. Love Punch-Out. Still love Punch-Out. Davy Caps. He moved over to the Twitch. I moved here to explain my story. Cool. So I was a fan of his. Every day, in fact. He was my idol. My hero. Huh. It always strikes me odd when people say that live streamers are like their idols and heroes. Am I someone's idol or hero? I shouldn't be. Don't aspire to be me. I came to him and helped with my problems. Okay. I mean, I know your words are actually popping up during the stream, but okay. When people were coming after me, people started to find out I watched the streams. They joined just to attack me, but followed him, so he thought of them as loyal viewers. Every time I joined the stream, people attacked me, and he claimed. Interesting. Like, if we ever have issues with bullying in our streams, my first step is going to be implementing a bot that will help like eliminate some of the problems. And then obviously if the streams ever get big enough, our YouTube channel gets big, our Twitch channel gets big, I'm going to have to really crack down and do something about it. Actually, I wonder if I have an ability to test this thing in the stream. I want to test if the subscriber thing works. I'm going to open up an incognito window. So if there's ever issues in my stream, it'll first be a bot, and then if we're big enough, like I might actually start being, hey, who would like to be a moderator? Here's the rules. You know, trying to make sure people follow it. 100th blah, blah, blah. I kept calling Wolf. I continued to help support him. I even made a copy of his logo out of clay. Oh, that's really nice. those situations are always difficult. Racist and Donald Trump and a terrorist. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Caps. Maybe it's a conversation I'll have with him in private someday about what went down there and what his side of the story was, because he seems like a really nice guy. So he does have, he has a very small following. So, I know he is, concerned at times about growing a following. But yeah, I obviously have no idea about that situation. Well, here's some advice I'll give you. This is just advice for anyone watching, which 5, 6 people, whatever. The internet sucks. We actually were just talking about this earlier, about me with this video series I want to do with my daughter and my fear of her reading comments where they might say something. It's not that I'm afraid of them saying something negative about her. I'm hoping that I'm raising my children in a way where they can handle the negativity, but some people go way over the line, especially at her age. Like, there's some certain name calling things that I know will happen that I definitely never want her to hear. I'm actually gonna see. I just want to check. I'm gonna unsubscribe and subscribe with this different account I have to Nintendo Prime. I want to see if it pops up on YouTube here. Yeah, as I said, Davy Caps. That's rough. That's just a rough ordeal. Yeah, I obviously wasn't there. I don't know the situation. All I can say is, don't let bullies and name calling and stuff get to you, especially on the internet. If I had, I wouldn't be here. It happens. I look for the legit criticisms that help make me a better person or make my channel better. Anyone else, I just ignore. And I think on Twitch, I'm not 100% sure. I think you can block individual members so you don't see them in the chat anymore. I could be wrong on that, but I think I remember doing that when I was playing I guess I did play a Pokemon game recently, the Twitch plays Pokemon thing. But let me... Sorry, I gotta test this quick. If anyone on YouTube is chatting, I deeply apologize. I'm trying to test. Oh, hey! Something just happened. Hey! So the subscribe thing works. Cool. Cool. I don't know if I like that it's always a zombie, but I think I can change that. As I said, man, I'm really sorry to hear about that, Davey. I'll try chatting with him, but it's life. Things happen. Oh. Speaking of 5J, he just messaged me. He's actually being kind and offering to get me the game on Steam that I want, that I don't know if I'm going to have the money to get before the sale ends. I don't know. I'm not going to... can you see if he will join this stream? I don't think he's online. He messaged me... this is like an hour and a half ago. So I don't know if he's actually online. And I don't really... No offense to you. I don't want to get in between the drama. The stream's already becoming a little too much about drama. And I'm not blaming you. It's just... this is something that we could probably take care of off of Twitch. And off of YouTube. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of me privately if you want me to try to mediate between you two. Where is my friends list? Why can't I view my friends list on Steam? Where'd it go? Aha. Of course, in order for me to do anything, I need to add him as a friend on Steam. Add friend. Search for friend. Ha! Got him. There we go. All right. Let me see what people are talking about on YouTube now. Could I be a mod? Sack Deck asks. Speaking of drama, my friend is a drummer. Hey, I used to be a drummer. Fun stuff. Loved it. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I used to be a drummer back in the day. And a singer, believe it or not. Right now I'm out looking for mod Sack Decks, so it's something maybe in the future. We'll see. Not big enough yet. I feel like if there's any issues, I can still take care of it. We don't have a chat zooming a billion miles an hour where it's really hard to keep track of stuff. Ah, you play bass guitar. Nice. I always wanted to learn how to play guitar. I know how to play a little bit of piano. I should know how to play a lot, but I didn't like practicing. So I know how to play some piano, percussion, most of the percussion instruments I can play. And obviously I said, like, I sing, and I think that's it. I don't think I did any other instruments. I mean, cowbell, but that's like part of percussion. There's a lot of instruments in percussion, man. So many. All right. Yeah, I got bored with keyboard. Yeah, I took piano lessons for 14 years of my life. And I just didn't... in that 14 years, I never practiced one time. I kind of feel bad. Like, my parents wasted a bunch of money. But I enjoyed playing piano, but I didn't like putting in the work to get good at it. Like at video games, sometimes I like putting in the work to get good at a game. I don't like that with piano. So it just wasn't really a passion of mine. And like I was always told, oh, I've got piano fingers, which I kind of do, but I just don't have the passion for piano to take advantage of these fingers. And now, like, not becoming like little fat fingers, but I need to eat better. Like, you see this? Drinking a Pepsi Zero. I need to stop drinking this crap. I told myself at the start of July I might start like a weight loss thing, and first thing I'm going to do is like just switch all my drinks to just water. But it's not July yet, so I will enjoy what I got left. So Davy Caps says he's the one who, still talking about 5J, obviously, he's the one who got me through my fear of driving and talking to girls, so I'll still give him credit for that. I just want him to explain himself on stream, and I want to mend things again here on stream. I understand. I really do. I still think this is something we should take care of in private, though. Just because I don't know everything, and I'm not going to start accusing him or bringing things up live on the internet in front of people. That's just not cool. We can take care of it in private. You might get a private thing, like a private apology, and then maybe he'll make things cool. Maybe he will promise to fix things. I have no clue. I don't know what he'll do. I'm not him. You'll have to pop on during one of the times he's streaming on our channel if you want to make a big public thing out of it. Because he does stream on our channel, and you're not banned on our channels, obviously. You're here talking on him. Every water you drink instead of Pepsi is a little bit of money saved for video games. That's a good point. I mean, it's a very little bit. You know, I like 10 cents for this thing, but and I don't usually drink Pepsi. I don't know why I bought Pepsi Zero, but no, it's a good point. It probably won't get spent on video games, but yeah, I see your point. I actually do pay for a water, like $30 for this Gibson's Water Care water filter in my house to have drinking water here. Every reverse osmosis. So water's not technically free, but I have to pay that fee no matter how much water I use. So, man, there's a lot of people commenting on my YouTube videos right now. It's great. Oh yeah, I wanted to actually see what it looked like when I subbed myself with my other account. Where is my... I had an incognito window open. I don't know what I did with my incognito window. Well, that upsets me. Oh, here it is. Okay. Because I wanted to bring up... I just wanted to see how it looks when I do it. So, I'm on my NintendoPrime.net account. I don't... sure. Nothing happened. I clicked subscribe. Nothing popped up. Is it only working on Twitch? I don't think we got a new follower on Twitch. No, there's no new followers on Twitch that I'm aware of. I'm glancing here. In fact, it looks like we lost 2 followers. So oh, we do have a new follower on Twitch. Wow. So maybe the Twitch followers are working, but not the YouTube ones when you subscribe. Yeah, Sactag, you can try unsubbing and resubbing, but I don't think YouTube subs are popping up. I honestly don't know if the donation thing's working either. Like, I know, like, if you donate, the money's going to come through. I don't know if it's going to show up on stream. And that's something else I want to check. Would I buy a Switch Pro? Yes, I would. I don't know. Well, because, so we had that thing pop up before where somebody subbed. And, like, I get, I don't know, 20 subs a day. Something like, it's popping up on your side? Like, when people sub, it's popping up with, like, a so-and-so subscribed? As I said, the donation thing, I honestly don't know if that thing works. I need someone to donate to do that, and I'm not going to be like, hey, please donate so I can get my new microphone and camera. I appreciate when people do, but I'm not, expecting donations. And I would donate to myself if I could, just to test it. But I think I actually have a negative balance in my PayPal account. I think so. It's not much. It's not like negative a ton, but yes, maybe. Well, I mean, the chats pop. If you're talking about the chats, yes. When you guys chat on YouTube or Twitch, that is showing up. Hey! So there it popped up. You just subscribed. I wonder how delayed that was. When did you hit the subscribe button? I'm just curious how delayed that was. I mean, I'm glad it showed up, though. Maybe it just doesn't... Maybe it doesn't like my other account, because my other account's never been used on YouTube, really. Yeah, see, it worked that time. I don't know. About 10 seconds? Okay, well, that's not too bad. I mean, 10-second delay is not a huge deal. Oh, cool. And we're almost... we just hit 22,000 at the end, like late last night, and we're already almost 100 subs up today. 100 subs in a day. A new follower! Yay! That's from Twitch. Sweet. I don't have a sound effect for the Twitch ones yet, but nice. So Davy Caps, who was chatting it up, 5J did stream earlier today. I think he streamed on our channel. If you go back on our Twitch channel and look at the videos, it should show you if he streamed earlier today. Nope, he streamed yesterday. He didn't stream on... I'm looking right now. He didn't stream today. So, on our channel. But hey, Davey, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. What was that? I'm gonna totally butcher this. Huri Sujamiya. What's my favorite Zelda game? Oh, hi Koopa de Loop. Welcome to the thing. My favorite. Man, my favorite. Right now it's Breath of the Wild. And I know that sounds like a cop-out answer because it's the newest Zelda game. But to put that in perspective, before Breath of the Wild came out, Zelda 2 was my favorite Zelda game. And I'm someone who had been who's been covering and playing every single Zelda game almost for the entirety of the series that existed for the past 30 years. And I've been covering Zelda games for 18 years on Zelda fan sites. So, like, I'm really into Zelda. And Zelda 2 remained my favorite all these years until Breath of the Wild came out. And it kind of sucks in a way because Breath of the Wild actually stands as my favorite game of all time right now. And I just explained earlier how I haven't even 100%ed it and done everything in it. That's just how amazing of a time I had with the game. And my favorite game of all time before that was Secret of Mana. Love Secret of Mana. Who knows? If they ever remaster that, it might jump back up my list. I don't know. Hurisuzum, I can't pronounce that. I'd pay money for Nintendo to make a Switch the same power as the Xbox One X. I would too. It's not possible. Mobile tech can't do it. Mobile tech's not that advanced. It can't do what the Xbox One X is doing. But even if it could, even if the mobile tech was there to be that powerful, which it's not even that powerful. Like, that's still like a low-end gaming PC. It's just not feasible in the marketplace, if that makes sense. No one is spending $600. Because mobile tech is more expensive than like traditional PC stuff or even home console tech. So let's say there is a portable Switch that's as powerful as an Xbox One X. That thing's going to cost like $800 easily, maybe even $1,000. Tablets that are as powerful as the Switch today cost between $600 and $1,000. So, yeah, it wouldn't be priced in the market. But if I had the money, I definitely would get it because I'm a PC gamer. I got you guys. You can kind of see the end of the PC right here that I built last year. My GTX 1070 and my 6700K. I like 4K. The monitors I use are two 4K monitors. Like, I'm into 4K. I got a 4K TV in my entertainment area, which is broken. I know, right? I can't afford McDonald's. I got all this 4K stuff. Needless to say, I used to make a decent amount more money than I do now. Significantly more before I decided Nintendo Prime was the way to go. Let me see. Why market the Switch as a console? Why market it as a console? Because there's a couple reasons they do that. One, they don't want to overshadow the 3DS entirely. The 3DS is a $60 million install base, and it's more affordable. You can get a 2DS for like $70. You can now get a new 2DS XL for like $150 and under. But by next year's holiday, it'll be like $100 for a new 2DS XL. It is a cheap way to get kids into gaming, and they don't want to overshadow that by kids thinking they're getting some big inferior portable machine. Two, the idea of the Switch, the primary concept of the Nintendo Switch, and here, I'll grab mine off my Total Mount wall mount. Ugh. The idea of the Switch, which, you know what, I should put my Breath of the Wild game in there, since I don't want to lose it. The concept of the Switch, despite how portable it is the idea that you are able to take AAA console quality games and play them on your TV and take it with you. That's the idea. I'm actually just checking something on my Switch here. I think I saw a friend request. Back out here. I do have friend requests. 5 friend requests. Wow. Some of you guys must have added me after the last stream, so become friends. Anyways, as I'm updating that and adding my new friends, yeah. So the idea is to be home console gaming on the go. That's the idea. So they're going to advertise it as a home console because they don't want people thinking about it as just another portable gaming machine. They don't want people to think of it like a PlayStation Vita, where the Vita was supposed to be a concept of having console quality games on the go, but there weren't really that many AAA console quality games that felt like a no compromise gaming situation. And obviously there's compromises, but it doesn't feel like it, if that makes sense. When you play Breath of the Wild, it could be on an Xbox One X, and it's not really going to feel any different. You're not going to feel like you have a lesser experience on the Switch. So that's kind of where I am at with that. Again, my favorite Pokemon and why? Charizard, because I love dragons, and I know there's other dragons in the series, but this was my first dragon back in the Pokemon Red and Blue days, and Yellow, and Green. So, yeah. Charizard, baby. Love this guy. Love, love, love him. Dragonite's a close second. Then I really like Blastoise a lot too, to be honest. Konami or Namco? Right now, Namco. In the past, Konami. Konami today they don't care about AAA gaming as much today. They're more about their pachinko machines and lots of dumb stuff. They treated, Metal Gear Solid Man pretty poorly. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't really want to get into that whole drama. That's in the past. But, yeah, so I prefer Namco today, but if this was back in the day, Konami was definitely the company that I enjoyed more games from between those two. Sammy Bracey, what's up? Welcome to Nintendo Prime. I basically am Nintendo Prime. My name's Nathaniel Rumpeljance, but I'm the person who does everything. Dapis, I think I saw a Dapis sighting over on Twitch. Dapis has arrived. Oh my god, I haven't seen you, Dapis, since I played some Mario Kart, I think. Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. It's a little late night chatting with Nathaniel Rumpeljance here. What's my favorite Pokemon game and why? My favorite Pokemon game... man, this is tough. Because it's tough... No, most of the series is eliminated because I didn't play it. I stopped basically after Silver and Gold. I didn't like where Diamond and Pearl and all these other games went after it. So basically I'm debating between Silver, Gold, Yellow, Green, Red, Blue. And I got to go with the OG, the red plus blue. Less complicated than they are today, if that makes sense. I really enjoyed it. They are what got me into Pokemon. And then obviously the cartoon. Alright, cool. So I have all my friends added. Set my Switch aside now. Sactic, the Switch might be cheaper than a tablet of equal power because you're also not paying for an operating system. I looked up copyright info and it said I'd have free BSD or a version of it. Yes, it does. That is what they use. They found that out through being able to access a web browser on the back end of the system that kind of unveiled what the OS is. But it's not just that. Like, to have Android on a tablet doesn't make your tablet cost $300 more. Now, Apple, just the branding of Apple, not the iOS, just Apple, that obviously comes with like a brand name price tag. But yeah, I mean, I would know. I have an iPhone 6s Plus over here, which at the time, so the biggest one, it was $1,000 phone. So like, still technically paying it off. Well, the problem lies with the power. The power of what? The Switch, I'm guessing? What's the game I'm most excited for? Are we just talking about Nintendo or in general? If it's Nintendo, Splatoon 2. I want to say Odyssey, but God, I love Splatoon. Oh, man. I'm a huge Splatoon guy. I want to play the hell out of Splatoon 2 when it gets here. And then after that, I'll be Odyssey all the way. And I'll probably, I think I'm going to end up liking Odyssey more than Splatoon 2. But God, I love Splatoon. I'm so glad that's becoming a franchise and continuing. If we're talking about all of gaming, then I have to say, God, there's so many games going on right now. Oh, man. There was a new game announced at E3 that looked really good. Oh, yeah, A Way Out. A Way Out looks fantastic. I really want to play that co-op adventure. And then also Beyond Good and Evil 2. But again, we only saw CGI. We haven't. I mean, no, we have seen gameplay of it now. Stand corrected. There was exclusive gameplay at GameSpot. It looked so good. Anyways, moving on. Let's see what other people are saying. I'm a little bit behind on the chat. Dapus is talking. Go see what he's saying. Sorry, you've been gone for so long. I miss seeing you too. The Twitch chat thingy is pretty far up. Can barely see it on the screen. If it's supposed to be like that, then okay. Yeah, what it does is, it's got like this. The Twitch chat thing's got like this fade-in effect on the stream. Basically, if more people are chatting, it's not going to look so bad. But because like people aren't chatting that much, it kind of cuts off. I might change it to be more like the YouTube one here. Let me go back and see what's going on in the YouTube chat since I'm a little behind. Powerful for consoles. Why market the Switch as a console? Isn't consoles about power? Haha, no, home consoles are not about power. Fun fact, until this generation, the weakest console had always been the best-selling console of every single generation of gaming until the PlayStation 4. First time that it was the most powerful console that led the way. So no, home consoles are not always about power. Yeah, I mean, a little bit, they have to be more powerful than the prior generation. That's been the only requirement. And, I mean, Wii U was more powerful than, obviously, Wii, and Switch is more powerful than Wii U. So, I mean, it still qualifies in that sense. What's your favorite Pokemon game? Okay, we already did that. Sorry. Mewtwo, Namco. What's the game excited for? So far, Sun and Moon are okay. Splatoon 2. Oh, sorry. Oh, Sack had to go. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sure you're already gone. The game I'm most excited for is South Park: The Fractured Bow. Didn't that game already come out? Wait, no, that was South Park: The Stick of Truth. Sorry, Fractured Bow is not out yet. Stick of Truth is so good, so good. Pokemon Gen 8, if I'm serious. Okay. What would you choose? To only play games from 1998 and older, or games from 1998 to today? By the way, PS4 is not the weakest. I mean, Switch, obviously. But actually, PS4 is technically still the most powerful. Xbox One X is not out yet. So, would you choose to only play games from 1998 and older, or games from it? That's tough, because obviously I have a lot of nostalgia. The SNES era, to me, is still one of the greatest eras in gaming history. I won't even just call it the SNES. The SNES/Sega Genesis era, just an amazing time to be a gamer. But it's tough. Because nostalgia, obviously, I got my nostalgia glasses on thinking of all those old games. But the thing is, like, nostalgia is not a bad thing, right? Like, I know some people paint nostalgia as like, oh, you just like that game because of the nostalgia. Who cares? Nostalgia, the definition of nostalgia is a wholly positive thing. So, like, maybe I'll do a video on nostalgia someday. But we also had a new sub somewhere, so that's cool. I totally missed who it was because I was too busy ranting and raving about nostalgia. Honestly, probably games from 1998 and forward. Just because I think gaming's in a lot better place today than it was back then. Even as the B tier has kind of fallen away, indie games weren't really even a thing back then. They are today. We're getting more amazing games today than we had ever gotten in the past. The amount of amazing games that come out every year destroys the amount of amazing games that came out every year in the past. So I think 1998 onward, despite the fact that I grew up playing games back in the 80s and onward, is what I would choose. That might surprise some people, but Wubba lubba dub dub. Anyone else over? Oh, hey, Dapus is still talking over there. I haven't been good at keeping up with these streams, unfortunately. This is my first stream like this in a long time. Has the stream been going for long? Yeah. This one's been going for, what's the count here? It doesn't tell me on Twitch. Does it tell me here? I don't even remember. I was just on the channel. It was telling me how long it was on our YouTube channel. Let me refresh the channel and see if it says. No, it doesn't say on here now. But yeah, it's been a few hours. Couple hours? Maybe not a few, a couple hours. We started by opening up some Pokemon packs, obviously, as the title says, just to show off what I got again. You know, the best cards. I'd say I got the shiny Double Energy, shiny Psychic Energy, and yeah, shiny Charmander and Charmeleon. I'm excited about these still. Didn't get my Charizard though. God, I want a Charizard. And these were sent in by an anonymous fan, hoping to help get me back into Pokemon. Good way to start with the classics, baby. What do we got going on here in the chats? Let me open things up here. Sorry, I stepped away from the chats for a second there. Plus 1999 is gold and silver. Yeah. Have I ever watched Rick and Morty? Of course I have. It's amazing. I have not seen every single episode, but whenever they play it on Cartoon Network and I'm watching it, I'm all over that. I love it. I love it. Rick and Morty. I know there's people who don't like it, but it's just like I like SpongeBob too, and there's people who don't like it. Like it is what it is. I like South Park as well, and there's people who don't like it. Like it's cool. You don't have to like this stuff. We all can have different tastes, especially in our comedy, because like those are three. Like Family Guy as well. Like it's okay not to like all that stuff. It's cool, but it's okay to like it as well. There is enough entertainment and comedy out there for everyone. Nice. See, I mean, you know, people like what they like. Aha, Nightbot. So, Dapus, funny thing, if our Twitch and YouTube chat ever get out of hand and we have so many people chatting that I can't keep up with everything, I am the first bot I am adding to help moderate things is Nightbot. So, you will have Nightbot on here eventually. Don't have a Switch, but I can't afford it until I get a steady job. So far, I'm enjoying. Yeah. I mean, I have it, but I only have 2 games on it right now. Wait, no. Sorry. That's not true. I have more than 2 games. Even though I had to sell all my physical games, sadly, I do have some digital. I have Snipper Clips and Just Dance 2017. Yes, I have Just Dance. I love Just Dance. When I go on my weight loss binge, there's going to be a lot of Just Dance in my future. $1998 when Game Boy Color came out in Japan. Cool. Man, I really got to test this donation thing. I wonder... I'm trying to think if I have... I've got like 3 bank accounts. They're all empty, I think. But if there's even like $1 in one, I just want to donate to myself quick. Is the donation link even in the description? I think I added it, but I actually don't stream natively through YouTube or natively through Twitch. I actually go through Restream, so I'm not sure how the description updates work. And if the donation link's even there. And don't worry that it says like Zelda Informer News. That's technically a URL thing that I'm in contact with Google to try to get it changed so I can change it to /Nintendo Prime. But that hasn't happened yet. It's really cool watching my stream show up on Restream and then watching it in 2 other places. Yes, I can play the yellow version. Pokemon Yellow, baby. Pokemon Yellow. Awesome. Check my phone and see what's going on. I don't think my fiance is home yet. I think she is out and about. She's just hanging out with a friend. I mean, out and about. Like she's out partying. I'll turn my Wi-Fi back on. Because I'm in the basement, which means I have 3G. Let's see here. Best version. Yellow, huh? Cool. Cool. For stuff like this, a Nightbot would be nice so people can put in a command to get the link. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see if I can install Nightbot right now. The biggest reason there hasn't been a bot added to anything is I don't know how to do it. I just learned how to add alerts to my stream today. So, let me... So I have to... So I'm going to have sign with the Nightbot twice to have it on Twitch and YouTube, but that's okay. So I'm authorizing it on... Okay, so I just authorized Nightbot on the channel. I don't know if it's appearing. I've honestly have never done this before, so I don't know. Nightbot commands. What are the default commands? So I don't know if it's working. I guess there's one way to find out, right? Let me type in the... Oh, that obviously didn't do anything. I don't know if it's actually active. Let me see if it's actually active. Just because I signed in and gave it access doesn't mean it's actually active. I don't want to do giveaways. Oh, cool. I can do giveaways. Oh, that's nice. There's logs, regulars, song requests. Oh, nice. And it actually has music. Cool. Spam protection. Yeah, see, this is what I was looking at it for, was for spam protection. Integrations. I think I have... Hold on. Let me go look at my Discord. Oh, yeah, we have a public Discord, too. I think... Oh, I have Primetime Bot on my Discord. I don't have Nightbot on here, but maybe I should connect my Discord. Cool. I guess join channel. Next step, ensure you have modded... ensure that you have modded Nightbot in the channel. If Nightbot is not a moderator, okay, oh, I have to set it to him. Okay, let me I gotta mod Nightbot. Let me do that quick. He's already a moderator of this room. Well, already then. Well, all right, let's see what's happening. Let's see if I can bring up the commands again. Aha! There it is. Got it. Cool, so Nightbot's working on Twitch. You guys want Nightbot on YouTube too? I don't know how much you guys are into bots on YouTube. You guys are just going to town talking about those late 90s games. Awesome, awesome stuff. So I probably should set a custom command to bring up the donation link, huh? Yeah. Like, what commands does it say there are? No commands. No data available. I thought I had some default commands. But I guess now that I'm in here... maybe they're not active. Oh, no, they're all enabled. Someone else, I think, has Nightbot enabled on this channel. Because the winner, titles, songs, regulars, poll, game, filters, commercial, those should all be showing up. Or maybe those are just ones I can do. Here, I guess let me create a custom one and see what happens. Let me add the donate one. I gotta grab that donation link wherever it is. There it is. Let me throw that custom command in here. Alright, so we added that. Let's see if that works now. In Twitch. Yay! Cool. So it's working. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yep. So obviously I'm going to have to come up with some custom commands. But cool. So Nightbot's up. People, yeah, I guys are still just talking about those games. We only have 2 people going back and forth. So, all right. I think this stream's going to be coming to a close. As I said, you can catch me again June 30th. I do not have a time yet, but that's when I start my official attempt at 100%ing Breath of the Wild in Master Mode. Should be fun. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm probably going to watch a movie before I go head to bed.